Hello, my name is Sarah Harris and I'm an Oklahoma 4-H STEMist, and you're watching Day 2 of our camping series where we're going to learn about Dutch oven cooking.
Well, good morning, campers. I hope you're excited about fixing your own lunch or supper today, and you can do it at home with the things that you have around your kitchen. And what we're going to be doing today is one of the things is talking about and doing Dutch oven cookery. We're making what we call a dump cake, and it's a real easy thing to do. In fact, you can do this in a regular cake pan as well, but it's more fun to do it in a Dutch oven. We are making today a lemon cream cheese cake. And so the ingredients that we're going to be needing will of course be a cake mix, a dry cake mix. You're not going to add any liquid or eggs to it like it says on the box. You just need it dry. We need pie filling, and in this case it's a lemon pie filling. We will be adding butter and cream cheese, and that's the yummy factor here. That adds the yummy factor to this. Next, you're going to take some foil, that's wide enough, long enough to fit inside your Dutch oven. So what I'm going to be doing is punching it down, and you're going to have it fit up down into the corners around the bottom, and then up against the side. And the reason we use foil is for easy cleanup. This is what your Dutch oven is going to look like after you get the foil in it. You've pressed it up against the interior edge, and you want to keep the foil just below the rim of the oven. All right, we're going to take the pie filling, put it on the bottom. That's your first layer. Lemon pie filling. That smells so good and refreshing. I can hardly wait to have this for our lunch. You want to get as much of all that good filling as you can. And of course, when we're through, you'll rinse out your can and put it in the recycling bin. All right, spread the filling on the bottom, making sure it's all evenly distributed. Now you can use any pie filling, cherry, apple, blueberry. Oh, you can make all kinds of wonderful dump cakes using these basic ingredients here that we have for this recipe. Now we're taking the dry cake mix. We're only going to put on about a half of it here. And again, scatter it, distribute it so that it's evenly arranged around the Dutch oven. It looks like about a half. All right, now we're going to take our cream cheese and we're going to cut it into small chunks. All right, now I've washed my hands, but what I'm going to do, this is kind of sticking, but I'm going to take these chunks, small chunks, and scatter them around the cake mix. The cream cheese and the butter will add the moisture that we're needing. All right, now we're going to put on the rest of the cream, or the cake mix. I'm going to make sure it's all kind of evenly. You can see those lumps of cream cheese that are coated with the cake mix. Now what we do is we're going to take the butter, one stick, and we'll cut it into And you're going to slice it off and you're going to scatter it around the top of your dry cake mix. Now if you want to, before you leave the house to go do your outdoor cooking, you can pre-cut your butter already into small chunks. And the same thing with your cream cheese. All right, so there we are.
All right, 4-H STEMists, now that Pat has so graciously showed us how to create our lemon drop cake, we're gonna learn just how to cook it. So, we will be using a chimney along with some charcoal to demonstrate how we cook. So, you'll take about 2 to 3 sheets of paper, newspaper preferably, and then you'll crinkle them up kind of tight and then put them in the top part of the chimney. So the chimney has a shallow part and then a deep part. So we're gonna focus on the shallow portion right now. So you take those 2 to 3 sheets of crumpled up newspaper and put them in the top shallow part of the chimney. This is what we're gonna light on fire to help heat the coals to eventually cook our food. So, after you have the newspaper put in, you want to pack it a little bit, but not too tight, because the air that comes through this newspaper is what allows the fire to ignite and continue on burning. So, after we have the newspaper packed in, we're just going to flip the chimney upside down, and now it's time to fill it with some charcoal. So we want to fill this up pretty well full. So these little pieces of charcoal are called charcoal briquettes. So this is what we're going to be heating, and eventually this is what we're going to use to cook our food. So after you have the briquettes loaded in, you're just going to want to set fire to the newspaper underneath. And you'll know that the fire is lit once smoke starts coming up. There you have it. All right, y'all, you're gonna wanna let these burn for about 20 to 30 minutes. And once the charcoal briquettes start turning white and they're kind of glowing, that's when you know that they've reached the hotness that you'd like to be able to start cooking your food. For more information, please visit www.4h.okstate.edu. Thanks you guys. Happy camping.